She was an infant, wanted to know, she heard stories about what her father did, but wanted to know from me what was the true story. So I told her, I gave her copies, PDF copies of the newspaper articles, and I gave her a copy. I write everything up. I got a detailed report. So I gave her a copy of my report of what happened.
And you wrote a full report on that?
Yeah. And of course she apologized for what her father did, but she was a baby.
Yeah, she had been, yeah.
But to be it was when she contacted me.
That's wild that she reached out to you.
Yeah, she did. But she heard stories. She wanted to know what was true.
Maybe she felt guilty for something that he did. Maybe she felt guilty for it because there might have not felt like there was any reconciliation for it.
Right.
Or retribution for it,
Yeah. So I'm Ken's foster. One of his daughters. We're still in contact.
That's good.
And they have a thing that they raise money at Fort Leonard Wood every year. They do a rucksack run. It goes to the EOD Warrior Foundation.
Okay. I had no idea that event happened.
There's a lot of stuff.
No, but this is why this is so important, because that is a sergeant major in the EOD community died conducting that.
Right.
That's pretty significant if you ask me.
Right.
So it's I have never heard of this story.
And that was his last job. He had orders for Germany.
Yeah.
He's going to Germany to an EOD control detachment, take over a control detachment in Germany. And that was going to be his final retirement assignment.
His twilight tour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
So
man.
With Ken's death, I decided that staying in EOD, I needed to know more medical training.
Yeah.
So I enrolled into a college EMT course. So I became...
Right after that 1976 deployment up there?
I enrolled to be an EMT. So I was registered state of Missouri, and I was nationally registered as an EMT.
Okay.
And at that point, I decided that I was going to get out of EOD. I wanted something more. So, and not because of what happened to Ken, but I just wanted some more experience. So I put in to be a Special Forces medic.
To go become a Green Beret.
Yep. I put paperwork in. I had a class date to go to 91. At that time, MOS was 91B, to go to medic school at Fort Sam, Houston. And my goal was to be a Special Forces medic. So I was just waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
When my sergeant major from our control detachment calls me up, Ken had just made sergeant major, and that's why he was going to Germany.
Yeah.
But my control sergeant major called me up